Like I said last week here on Tuesday Night Cocktail Club, we're skipping dry January. Low alcohol by volume January, that I can handle. And tonight we're doing a Negroni riff that's low alcohol by volume. And so we're making a Negroni Sbagliato. That's a messed up Negroni. Sbagliato in Italian means mistaken or messed up. And so it's lower in alcohol volume. It's really delicious. Anyways, you swap out the gin for Prosecco, and it's a great drink. It's easy. You can even make it in the glass. But I don't know about you. I've got a lot of amaro in my house. I got Cynar, and I've got Campari, and I've got a bunch of I got Fernet Branca and Fernet Minta, Amaro Picon too. And so I've got all kinds of amaros. I want to use them up. This is a great drink. I got a fun way to drink them, so I'll show you that. I got a pro tip too for you, which makes this all easy and fun too. And so stay tuned here for Tuesday Night Cocktail Club, because these bottles of Amaro are not drinking themselves. Tuesday Night Cocktail Club meets every week for cocktails and good company. Inspired by the Pro Bar, built for your home bar, no paywall, no Patreon, just drinks every Tuesday. Okay, so we're gonna do a riff on a riff, which is a riff on the Negroni, which is the Negroni Sbagliato, and then it's kind of free form, and that's the other riff. But just to recap all of this backstory here, the Negroni was invented, according to David Wondrich, the cocktail historian, in 1919 in Florence, Italy, when Count Camillo Negroni asked the bartender to strengthen his Americano. An Americano cocktail has Campari, vermouth, and soda water, and so they added gin to that, and that's when the Negroni was born. 53 years later, then in 1972, in Milan at bar Basso, there's a legend where the bartender was busy, he was making a Negroni for somebody, and he, instead of reaching for the gin, he reached for the Prosecco, and so a new variation of Negroni was born. Some of that sounds apocryphal to me. I mean, it was probably invented at that bar, and but I don't see how you can mix a bottle of gin for Prosecco. I don't know, that's just me. But regardless, it's a great drink, and it's a great low ABV drink. And so the idea here too is to, use up whatever you have at home. I've got a bunch of Amaros, and I want to try some of them. And, it's just fun to work them out in different cocktails. The classic version is Campari, but you're not necessarily limited to Campari. I'm going to try the Cynar, which is an artichoke-based Amaro, but there's a whole bunch of them. I have Chiacharo here. I said I have Fernet Branca. There's Fernet Minta. I've got a whole bunch of them. It's fun. I think any of them will work. And so there you have it. So we're going to go to the build here, and I've got my mixing vessel here. I've got some ice in here. I got some cubes. And it's and then it's 1 ounce of it's 1 ounce of the sweet vermouth, and it's 1 ounce. I'm using the Cynar. The Campari is the classic, and then it's 1 ounce of Prosecco, and I think I should mix those first. So I have that mixed, and then I have my glass here. Got my glass here, and so I pour out the, I'm pouring out the mixture there. And to that, I'm going to top it off with some Prosecco. And then, I don't know, express a little orange peel, but the orange peel helps, and the cube as well. And there you have Negroni Sbagliato. Here, I'm going to try it. I mean, boy, it it's really hard to imagine somebody not liking that. It's got the bittersweet flavors of the amaro, depending on which one you use. It's got the sweetness from the vermouth. I like to use Cinzana, by the way. I think this is a great value. But in any case, and then with Prosecco, it really lightens it up and gives it that effervescence. I really leaned away now in dry January or low ABV January, away from the Campari. I know for me, the Campari seems very summery, where the Cynar seems a little more, for the winter. And so that feels like the mix here. And let me give you my pro tip here, which is, this is just a relaxed cocktail. I measured it out. I also just might pre-pour it straight into the glass. If you're with friends, you can tell them just to free pour it. I think that's more fun. It's an equal parts cocktail. I like this flavor. I might even be tempted to add a little more Cynar to it because I like that bitter flavor. Somebody else might want the sweetness. If you're using a stronger amaro like the Fernet Branca, which is a little different for this, you might want to just use a touch of it and enjoy the vermouth and the Prosecco. Let people free pour. It's fun that way. That's a reverse pro tip. Anyways, that's Tuesday Night Cocktail Club. Let me give you my, so let's move on to the club notes now, which is, boy, I've got one more week of low ABV cocktails, so somehow I got to get through next week. I don't have an idea yet, but if somebody's got an idea, drop it in the comments. But next week we'll be meeting again on Tuesday. Thanks for hanging out with us. Remember, we're the club with no dues, no paywall, no Patreon. So hit subscribe to join the club. Thanks for joining us. See you next Tuesday.